Former Ahly scout Hane Ramsey has spoken on the biggest news story of the 2024-2025 Betway Premiership season. Kipani kanye. Speaking to Egyptian media, Hane Ramsey said with Cora Talks podcast, these names I think Ahly should sign. A player in South Africa similar to Besitao in his style of play, but faster and with greater skills. His name is Saleng. He plays for Orlando Pirates. This nomination was made a season and a half ago. We thought he was an excellent player, and Marcel Kohler, the former Ahly coach, followed him and expressed his admiration, but no decision was made regarding him either. The deal was not completed. So Hane Ramsey said this last week, and he was answering a question about which players do you think Ahly should sign as a former scout at the team. Hane Ramsey said he recommended Saleng a season and a half ago. So the saga between Saleng and Orlando Pirates and Ahly, it started 1.5 seasons ago. That was 2022-2023, and that was Saleng's best season ever at Orlando Pirates and in his professional career. Saleng in that season scored 15 goals and he made 11 assists in 30 games. That is a 26-goal contribution in 30 matches. So what has been happening with Saleng and Pirates? And there's been like indaba stories about Saleng and Pirates Ahly. So the situation is that Saleng has been put in the freezer by Orlando Pirates since December against Ahly. Since then, Saleng hasn't played a game until the season ended in May. And this last game in December was at the beginning of December. So Saleng did not play any football for 6 months. So zazithini stories as a local media. Cela singalibali usupport i-channel bafethu nje nishaye ulike apha ezantsi okanye nishaye usubscribe. uYouTube akafuna abantu ababukela nje funeka bekhona into oyenzayo bhuti. I-80% abantu bayayincanywa i-channel bayibukela every week but kuse umuntu acofa usubscribe okanye kuse alike. Bekhona oyenzayo bhuti ungabukeli nje cofa nje into zabelungu man. Watch bafethu. The first major story claimed that Monnapule Saleng was trying to force a move out of Orlando Pirates. And naturally, all football clubs, what they do is they punish a player when the player is trying to force a move. And what is that punishment? A player iyakhutshwa etimini squad. And ikhutshwa na training grounds. Either a player is a trainer in a reserve team or train on their own. What do I think of Londo? Ndibona a perspective from both parties. Saleng was a big player for Orlando Pirates. He was the man of the big occasions. He was delivering for Orlando Pirates and he was making the big difference in big game. And then there he was. And he knew that Ahly iyamfuna and he was going to change his life financially and his family's life. But uhleli up and in the club, I'm released. So the story is claimed. And there was even a further report that said Saleng was underpaid at Orlando Pirates. He was being paid 70,000. Meanwhile, ukhona teammate yakhe ekuthiwa highest paid 500,000. So Saleng was affected ngezone. Then emotions was loser. His body language obviously is affected. Even now, I'm putting myself in shoes ka Saleng. Now I'm ngazuba cred ngazugcwala Joe. And then another big story came with claims now. Yathi Orlando Pirates were ready to make the deal happen. Orlando Pirates agreed terms in Ahly. Agreed terms. Agreed terms means that the player, the selling club and the buying club have agreed terms. Terms is how many year contract is signed. The player is pay malini per month. And also how much is the buying club going to pay as a transfer fee. That is agreed terms. This story said, Orlando Pirates were ready. And then Ahly disappeared in the last moment when they were due uthumela imali to send the money to make the deal 100% official. And then there's a story that came out last month about the Kaizer Chiefs. And this story now sent shockwaves around. This story claimed that Orlando Pirates did not notice that the contract Saleng had come to an end. And the opportunity to exercise the 1-year option had come and without Orlando Pirates noticing the period. Therefore, Saleng was signing a pre-contract with Kaizer Chiefs. Boom. And that appeared as the reason why Orlando Pirates had Tata Saleng amfake free Genesis in December. So zonke the story bafethu as funny, but one fact remains. But one fact stands out and remains: Orlando Pirates removed Monnapule Saleng from the playing squad. That means there was one particular thing Orlando Pirates being grand ngayo. And as a club that has a contract with the player, a club has the power because they have the contract with the player and ngabo pay salary a player every month. So what makes Monnapule Saleng such a special player, Bafethu? As I said up in the video, Saleng had the season of his career in 2022-2023. Umchita scored 15 goals and he made 11 assists in 30 games. That is star quality. But what really makes Saleng special, Bafethu? What are we talking about a specialist? It means that there are many players that play the same position as you, but you have special qualities that other players do not have. And this ability and quality comes naturally to you and it's unique to you. And that is why I try specialist. Saleng, what is it? Saleng is a specialist winger. He's a goal-scoring winger. Goal-scoring wingers are not found everywhere. Most wingers naturally are all about speed and creating goals for their teammates. Monnapule Saleng had a natural instinct, natural ability to find the back of the net, shy ball netting. Naturally, every time he was in possession of the ball, his first thought and his first instinct was to shoot at goal, to find, to finish. Most wingers, when they receive the ball, the first instinct is to find another teammate. Most wingers, the first instinct is to create goal-scoring opportunities for those new players. Find a teammate that is in a better space to score. Other wingers, the first instinct is to beat players towards dangerous, the one-on-one. And then the wingers, as Fernando Saleng, specialist, the first instinct is to shoot at goal, is it direct, and they know how to find the back of the net, they know how to finish, they have the composure and the accuracy. If you go worldwide, the standout winger that is a goal scorer is Mohamed Salah. Injamathambo leyo. And then, interestingly, Orlando Pirates, by miracle, Orlando Pirates found a replacement for Saleng. As much as the goal-scoring winger is unique, Uchose Riverio, or genius, he was able to find the replacement for Saleng. Ngubani lo nguMohao Nkotha. Mohaou Nkotha is a goal-scoring winger naye umchana, and he came from Orlando Pirates reserve team. So even if Monnapule Saleng uyavaya Orlando Pirates at the end of the season, the Pirates say for any replacement, it go to Labesuthu, Mohaou Nkotha. But where is Saleng going? What is next for Saleng? Asikayazi bafethu. Xa ningale balo support channel bafethu, ngicela nishaye ulike okanye nishaye subscribe apha ezantsi. Mojo.